All right, multiplicative equations, part two. Sparkle, sparkle. Let's do this. Okay, so this, my friends, is the CN Tower found in Canada. Woo! One of the tallest buildings in the world. So the TN Tower is 1,815 feet, whereas Mr. Smallwood is only 6 feet. Womp, womp, womp. Not so tall anymore, are you, Mr. Smallwood? So, the question is about how many Mr. Smallwoods would it take to be as tall as the CN Tower? Or, in other words, how much taller, how many times taller is the CN Tower compared to Mr. Smallwood? Roughly, we're estimating. It says about. So, let's get you some multiple choices. Here we go. We got, this needs to move. We have about 5, about 10, about 50, 150, 300, 700, 1,000. What do you think? Pause the video if you need time to think. All right. Well, the correct answer is 300. Here's how I can prove it. 300 Mr. Smallwoods would be about the height of the CN Tower because I'm 6 feet tall. And if we multiply that by 300 of me, 6 times 300, well, let's break this 300 down. 300 is the same thing as 3 times 10 times 10. And now I can do this 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 10, 180. 180 times 10, 1,800, which is about how big the CN Tower is. Great. Let's get moving. Now, this is actually going to be really easy. Stay with me. Write a multiplication equation to show that 8 times as many as 6 is 48. So what we're focused on here is this number sentence part right here. 8 times as many as 6 is 48. And the way I'm going to write this as an equation is piece by piece. I see it says 8 times as many as 6, that's 8 times 6, is 48. Is 48. So 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times as many as 6 is 48. Pretty simple, right? Let's do another one. Write a multiplication equation to show that 35 is 7 times as many as 5. So we're focused on this part. The 35 is 7 times as many as 5. But this time it's a little bit different. This time it tells me what it is first. 35 is 7 times as many as 5. 7 times as many as 5, or 7 times greater than 5. All right. So you just got to notice the equal sign came first here because they told me 35 is this much. So they already told me ahead of time what it is. So just keep in mind, just take it step by step, one piece at a time. Let's do another one. Write a multiplication equation to show that 5 times as many as 5 is 25. Okay, we're focused on that last part. 5 times as many as 5 is 25. So I see it says 5 times as many as 5. 5 times as many as 5 is 25. Is 25. Sweet. Let's do another one. Write a multiplication equation to show that 150 is, hold up, S times as many as 15. Huh? Don't get confused. Don't get scared. Don't get nervous. The same process happens. We just don't know what this value is right here. So we're going to use this letter to represent what we don't know, or the unknown. Okay, so we don't know the value of this, but we're just going to represent it with S. So again, 150 is S times as many as 15. We don't know what that is, but that's fine. We can still do what we're doing. 150 is S times as many as 15, or S times more than 15. So S times 15. Simple. And there you go. We're not worried about solving it in this video. We're just trying to get the equation written. All right? More practice. Here we go. Write a multiplication equation to show that R is 9 times as many as 6. Let's focus on that last part. R is 9 times as many as 6. Okay, So we know R equals 9 times as many as 6. 9 times 6. I think you're getting the hang of this. I think you're thinking this is too easy. Well, let's try one last one, maybe a little bit more difficult. Write a multiplication equation to figure out how much time is 7 times longer than 3 minutes. One more time, let's read it. Write a multiplication equation to figure out how much time is 7 times longer than 3 minutes. So we're going to use an unknown, or we're going to use a letter to represent this time. I'm thinking T makes sense. So let's say T is 7 times longer than 3. Well, 3 minutes, but T is 7 times longer than 3. And so our equation is going to be what? You guessed it. T equals 7 times longer than 3, or 7 times more than 3. So 7 times 3. And so if we were to solve this, it would say, how much time is 7 times longer than 3 minutes? Well, 7 times more than 3 is 21. So 21 minutes is 7 times more than 3. But don't worry about that right now. We're just focused on writing the equation, and you've gotten a lot of practice. Kudos to you.